new album, the Much Much How How Now. And track 1 is Linger Longer, which is, I guess, felt to me like an appropriate way to sort of coax or tickle people into the album. It's quite slow moving and growing, and I guess it's about rewilding, trying to encourage or invite back wildness back into the world. Track 2 is called Wriggle, and is one of, I guess I made it most recently, so it's still one of my favourites. What's it about? It's about kind of looking back at life from nearing death and wondering, asking questions as whether it was a good, how was it? Was it a good life? Did we live it well? So Wriggle feels like a kind of slightly a reflective tune on whether life was lived well. Track 3, Birth a Basket, is for me about weaving. It's about kind of the process of nest making or dwelling, and it's really about how we build our structures around us. Track 4, Birthday Suit, is about your being in your birthday suit, so naked for those people who don't know what that means. I've had to decode some of this because Egg and Soldiers, which is about breakfast, apparently English people are the only people who eat Egg and Soldiers, so lots of folks in America have been completely baffled as to what Egg and Soldiers are. But it's when you boil an egg, put it in an egg cup, smash the top off and dip toast into it. For those who didn't know, so that's Egg and Soldiers. Birthday Suit, it's one of the last I included on the record, and it's a miniature. It's about a minute and a half long, and it's this kind of experience of or feeling of just this being naked, and it's also kind of about the moon. Come Along is a song for me about not wasting time, and my dad always told me, I always used to say something like killing time, or whenever I mention the phrase killing time, he'd be like, don't say that, that's one of the worst things you say. Time is one of the most precious things we have. So Come Along is all about appreciation of time. Solo Waltz, track 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is a song about the bees, and I guess it's in a way just trying to give them a bit of love given the plight they're facing in the world. Mind of Rocks is a collaboration with a friend of mine and a great singer called Bunty. And I guess when I first read, I was trying to imagine first the minds of rocks. What would they feel like? What would they be like? And then the meaning kind of went on a bit of a journey, and now it's this image of having a mind full of rocks, almost the sounds they'd make if you did have one. Spring Bottom is actually a place in Dorset, and it's a piece of music I wrote for my girlfriend for her to learn how to play the piano. And you'll find the longitude and latitude information in the inside, if you ever want to go there. Egg and Soldiers again, breakfast. I absolutely love breakfast. But for me, this is Egg and Soldiers is a song about. What's it about? Egg and Soldiers. It's about the shortfalls of self-obsession, or culturally and personally, just when you stop thinking in the long-term health or benefit of something. So for me, as someone, I suffered from sciatica for years, and it was just about I didn't treat myself very well, and so I was looking over at my shoulder. It's the kind of words of warning for the consequences of just not having that long-term perspective, culturally and personally. So the imagery in there is like about, I've always been obsessed with this image of Venice drowning. So that sort of pops up in there, the world, the kind of state of the world as we are in now. Axolotl is an amazing creature, which is kind of amphibious, and it's a tadpole version of a salamander, but it's reached sexual maturity as a tadpole, so it can breed and live for thousands of years as an axolotl. But if you put iodine, or a chemical, I think it's iodine, into its tank, it will turn into a salamander in a process of about 2 weeks. And for me, this is all about axolotls represent sitting in 2 different worlds at once. So they're amphibious creatures, so they occupy 2 two kind of planes of existence. And this song's for me about being besieged by this barrage of information constantly at all times, as we often are in the modern world, and trying to find that place where you can seek solitude and build a home outside of that total relentless barrage of information. Pliocene is a song about deep time, I guess, and it features the sound of a raven recorded in Algonquin National Park by Bunny Krause, the great field recordist, and a pig is on the bass, and the drums are made from fish recorded by the American military during the Cold War, so they could distinguish between Soviet submarines and fish. And yeah, this is kind of it's about the rapid passing of time and but also this often forgotten sense of really big, expansive time, deep time, and our minuscule position in it. So it's, in a way, for me, it feels like it's engaged with ideas around extinction or endangeredness. A lot of the sounds come from endangered ecosystems. Linger a While is a song that I wrote 2 days after the Paris bombings, and it's kind of a song about the loss of innocence. And it was also influenced by my dad playing a Bach piece on the piano that wafted through the floor at the time I was trying to write it. But yeah, it's really a song about this image of the garden being sullied, or like fear and anger sort of entering this otherwise innocent space. And Hocking is kind of about trying to bring back hedgerows, and it's just about wildness, really. It's this, again, rewilding is kind of the theme, but it also felt like an appropriate way to end the record. It's got a brass band trying to channel this pure chaos, of which I saw quite. I wrote part of this record when I was in New Orleans, and Hocking was an attempt to really bring this kind of Charles Mingus like chaos, or New Orleans Mardi Gras kind of chaos, and it felt like an appropriate way to sort of kick you out the record the other side. So yeah, hopefully you'll finish listening to that, be blasted out of this world with a bit of wildness and celebratory vibes. Much, much happens.